Little early. Little early. What's going on, y'all? Man, it seems so close. Good. 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 Yeah, it's all good. What's going on, y'all? You guys smashed the Viking Paul. Okay. Dirty Broke, how are you? Appreciate you, man. Rambler, how are you? Bobby Kohler, how you doing? Anthony Bressler, my man. Trucker Tom, what's going on? How y'all doing today, man? I know I said 2:30, but it's close enough. It's close enough, man. How's everybody doing today? Everybody on the road today? Home? What? Apollo, what's going on, man? How you liking it out there, man? Everybody hear me good? How you liking it out there, Apollo? You making things happen or what? Out there making money? Oh, sounds good on my end. All right, cool. Loving it, freedom. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man. It's definitely addicting, man. I never thought when I first started at Soulful, man, delivering. Jason, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Um, when I first started at Soulful, man, what I got into trucking, man, is I did it because I was like, man, I can make a couple extra dollars. You know what I mean? Support the family because we're in a spot to where we're probably we we're a little stuff was getting shut off, right? So I was like, man, if I can if I can get it to where we ain't getting shit shut off, bear with me, fellas. Texans, Maryland trucker. What's going on, brother? How you doing? So at the time, man, we were getting stuff shut off. So I'm like, man, if I can make something happen to where we can get ahead, you know what I'm saying? Chris, what's going on, man? I'm glad you made the move, man. I see you doing better already. You look happier, man. Mandisa, how you doing, beautiful? Um, so it got to the point to where we got ahead, right? And never did I think I would be in trucking for as long as I have been. Um, I did it, man, just to get ahead. I got it to get ahead. Trucking with Doug. What's going on, brother? How you doing? 30-minute break in Texas. There you go. A lot better than that. Probably a lot better than that here, there than here. I can guarantee you that. A lot of the snow's gone, but it's still a bit chilly. But I got into trucking, man, to get ahead, man. Never did I think I was gonna be in it this long, right? But Warwick, how you doing, man? How are you, mate? Good morning, mate. Lying in bed. Man, 5:30 on Sunday there, huh? How about that? Your whole day ahead of us. Um, but yeah, man, I got in it to get ahead. And but I tell you what, once you start trucking in that, I tell you what, man, it sure is addicting. It is addicting, man. After I've tried to do little things here and there throughout the years, but I can't see myself doing anything different, man. Trucking's provided me a lot. It's definitely provided me a lot. It's provided me with stability. Um, bear with me. Uh, Prince of Pants, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, it's definitely an addiction, man. It is. Your local man not making no money. Yeah, I'm poor, man. I don't make no money out here. Uh, let that other guy know that. What are you doing? I'm trying to multitask, but I ain't no good at multitasking. You know what I mean? My husband says now, trucking is much better. Yeah, oh yeah, I could definitely see that, man. It's 100%. It's nice when you can actually be out there with your significant other. That would be great, man. That'd be awesome. I'll tell you what. Um, Ryder, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Christmas started. Um, so yeah, man, trucking can definitely provide you with a lot, man. Like I said, it has definitely provided me with stability, man. Being with the background that I've had, I actually have something to lose, right? Uh, with having a CDL, man, with some of the stuff that I dabbled in, you know, it basically keeps me clean, man. It keeps me focused on something. Drinking, get above water, living well, walk through. Exactly, exactly. Apollo, you hit that right on the head, man. Um, you know, I have to maintain my CDL to have what I have, right? And you know, trucking will definitely do it to you, man. And but somebody I made that video the other day about what TB said about local trucking and that. I've done all kinds of different trucking, man. I've been in sleeper trucks, I've been in day cabs, I've been in daily runs, local guys, regional. I've been in it all, right? And being home, especially having younger kids like I do, it works for me. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. Um, I wouldn't even necessarily say I work more or work harder than anybody else. I mean I do, but I'm not gonna say I do. But all I do is drive the truck and get where I'm going. I take an electric pallet jack, and that does the work for me. Uh, if you think that's hard, man, I mean you should probably do better in life. I don't know, but daily. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? Local, but making money. You're not making money, man. You're local. Come on, man. Stop lying to him. Stop lying to him, Gary. Don't do that to yourself, man. Hey, I made it home yesterday, man. Just to let you know, made it home with 30 seconds, bro. 30 seconds. Um, but yeah, man, it definitely provided me with a lot. Never did I think I'd be able to live in a house like this. Never did I think I'd be able to have stuff that I have. Never did I believe that, man. Coming from the background that I've been and the places that I grew up, nobody nobody can live this life from where I came from. You know what I mean? Nobody lives this life. It can give you a lot, man. As long as you stay focused, you stay clean, you keep your nose clean, man. It can give you a lot more than what you think. The biggest thing it gave me was stability, man. Uh, Love both OTR and local. They both had good points. Exactly. There are lots of opportunities in trucking. You have to do what works. Exactly. Um, Finished with 68 hours, 70 working 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. Yeah, I mean that's one thing about local guys, man. We work a lot of hours. We do. We work a lot of hours. But I know a lot of OTR guys that work a lot of hours too. You know what I mean? Uh, but I get paid by the hour now. So if I don't, you know what I mean? If I don't make the hours, it all depends on me if I want to make money or not. The guy that I run for, he knows he can count on me no matter if I'm running 50 hours that week or if I'm running 70 hours that week. He knows he can count on me. Uh, I'm a runner, man. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't even supposed to be home till this morning. But I made it back yesterday. I ran all the way up to Kenosha, Wisconsin, back over to Bentonville, and all the way back here within basically 14 or 11 hours driving. You know what I mean? I had like 58 minutes left on my work clock. So, I mean, if you want to run, man, you can make some good money. So, local guys, man, we get a lot of flack, but I see it like this, man. I said it yesterday on somebody's comment that they made. I think it was actually the Prissy Pants. Uh, no matter when I came out of a sleeper, or I came out of a day cab, doing local, doing regional, doing it. At the end of the day, I was still a trucker, right? At the end of the day, I was still driving a truck. I was still moving freight. I was still a trucker, man. And that's what it is, man. It doesn't matter what part of the industry you're in, what you're hauling. how you're hauling it. At the end of the day, we're all truckers. Period. Um, yeah, man. I mean, just because I get to be home more and that's my choice. I do that by choice. I mean, I could go out there and get a lease or buy a truck, or that's the easy part. Learning the game and figuring the game out is the hard part, right? Learning how to figure what out, whatever part of the industry you're in, figuring out what game you're playing to make the most amount of money. That's the hard part. Figuring it all out. Um, if you're willing to do that, man, it doesn't matter what kind of trucking you're doing, you'll make money. Uh, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Uh, you know, a lot of times they don't. Ryder, it's funny you say that. That's who was texting me. Asian Mai was texting me. We're gonna do a little interview together. Um, but man, as long as you can figure this game out, no matter what part of the trucking you're in, you're still a trucker in my book. Uh, if you're in a day cab or a sleeper, I see you on the side of the road, I'm gonna still pull over and I'm gonna still try to help you. Uh, I've never looked down upon anybody on what kind of truck they drove, man. That just sounds silly. You work hard and soon you'll make money. Exactly, man. It's all about character, man. I was talking to Dirty Broke on the phone the other day. It's all about how you carry yourself, man. If you can carry yourself in a positive manner and do things that others don't want to do and stuff like that, you'll make money, man. You know what I mean? You'll make money. Uh, First haul was PA, Texas. All I can say is, wow, I'm still in disbelief that I'm a trucker. Hey, man, I'm telling you, being a trucker is definitely an addiction, man. It's a good addiction, though. You know what I mean? You make money you make money in it. I never, man, where I grew up, dude, people didn't have houses like this. People didn't have multiple cars, and people didn't have pools, and people didn't have this and that. You know what I mean? Trucking has provided every little bit of what I have, man. As well as the way I grew up too, man, because I learned how to hustle. I learned how to get it. I learned how to grow up fast. That's a nice run for a first hog later. Yeah, that's a perfect haul for a first haul, man. But man, trucking, I mean, I can't see myself doing anything else now. I've done carpentry, I've done construction, I've done concrete work. You want to talk about hard working? You want to work hard? Go be a carpenter. Go be a finished carpenter. Go lay floors. Go lay tile. Right? Go do cement work. You want to talk about working hard? You work hard for a check doing that stuff. What I do now is 1,000 times easier, 1,000 times easier than when I was ever doing concrete. It's 1,000 times easier than when I was doing construction work. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Lance, what's going on, man? Roofing in Florida in the summer. Man, we roofed here in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. We roofed all year round. Winter, summer, spring, fall. No matter if it was snowing, raining, ice, sleet. We worked in it all, man. Trucking is the only thing I know how to do. Yeah, man. I mean, doing carpentry work and construction, man, we did that shit all year round. All year round. Freezing cold, wind blowing. Try hanging upside when when the wind's blowing 30, 35 mile an hour. Try to Is this you calling me? Was that you calling me, Ward? Calling from Australia. Spear in the sky, how you doing? Don't care, love you all. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's a good energy. That's a great energy, man. More people need to be like that. Digging footers in the frozen ground. Hey, I know all about that, man. Where I live here, it's all clay here. All clay here. I tried to dig a fish pond out front. It took me a whole weekend just to get, I got through the first 8 inches like nothing, topsoil, right? the other 3 to 4 foot going down. Oh my God, it was horrible. I was playing Smokey and Bandit. He's mounted down, laughing my truck. Yeah, oh yeah, trucking, man. Trucking is something else, man. Not me. Oh, one you wore. Yeah, it was like plus 61 something. I never seen a number like that. Somebody calling me from Australia. One of your people down there calling me from Australia. Verizon managers, prize don't make decent money. There is money in trucking for sure. Yeah, man. People get this misconception, man, that you're in a day cab, you're home every night. You know, I will say, man, I got a lot of expenses, man. I got a lot of bills, man. But that's my fault, right? That's my fault that I have a lot of bills, man. I like having a lot of shit, right? I didn't have shit growing up, so I like having stuff. I've gotten rid of a lot of shit, man. I've or not gotten rid of, but I've gotten rid of a lot of bills, man, just by paying stuff off. Um, you can do it, man. Like I said, it's figuring that game out, man. When you can figure the game out, no matter what part of the industry you're in, man, you will make money. It's all about your character, man. How do you treat people? Are you good with people? Are you good with customer service? If you have all your ducks in a row, man, no matter what you're doing, you'll make money. And another thing is you got to find the niche. You got to find the niches in trucking. You know what I mean? I used to do hardwood floors, furniture, any kind of delivery as far as that goes. Heck, man, expediting would be good. Yeah, yeah. I was looking at hot shot trucking, man, and I got a buddy. He drives a semi, but he hauls armored vehicles, and I wouldn't mind getting into something like that, man. I think he gets like 600 or 700 a vehicle. He fits 3 to 4 armored vehicles on this thing. Johnny Price, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Truck driving is easy money. Depends who you drive for, though. Yeah, man, you gotta find certain niches. If you're doing the local game, if you find those certain niches, man, like food service, you're gonna work hard as hell in food service. Trust me, but you make good money. You know what I'm saying? Um, like something I do, like medical, hauling fuel. If you can find those niches, man, or tankers, you know what I'm saying? If you can find those niches, you can make good money, man. 100%. Just prove yourself so they can work. Come in with a positive attitude. Exactly. And this shop, it was filter my G. Damn it, Johnny. Use this on the road, man. Use this on the road. But man, it's all about attitude, man. If you have a good character, you work hard, man. I got a piece of plastic flying off my fence. Um, as long as you carry yourself in a positive manner and you're good with people, man, you'll make money. Because you're gonna be the one that they put all their cards on, right? They're gonna be the one that okay, we can count on this guy. Uh, you know, like I did, I went in when I was supposed to be on vacation. You know what I mean? The day I was supposed to go on vacation, I went in, and trust me, they treated me good for it. Uh, all the pay they gave me was overtime pay. So they paid me all my overtime pay, even though the weeks started over, right? So instead of my regular pay, they gave me all overtime pay for that day. You can't ask for nothing better than that. That will work for all you guys. But yeah, man. Like I said, I know one of these haters out here, man. They call my work, try to trip me up. Come on, man. People already know what I do, man. You know what I mean? I speak the truth. I told that to him when I went in there. It's funny though, man. It was funny though. It was funny. Good try. I give you an A for effort, but it didn't work. But yeah, man. If you can find those niches, man. If you can find those niches, man, 100%, man. You'll be the one they rock with. 100% of the time, you know. That's all about how you carry yourself, man. How do you carry yourself, you know? If you got a good positive personality, a great character, somebody that people can count on, you'll make money, man. I don't know why people always try to. And the other thing is, people make assumptions, right? Trick of being successful in trucking, not always be late, never be possible to have preventable crashes, refuse loads, disrespect dispatch. Exactly, exactly. You know, it's all on how you carry yourself, man. If you're a positive person, and they don't even have to think about who they have to call on, right? If they know right off the bat, like, oh shit, I can call him. I know he'll take it. You know what I mean? That's where the money's at. You know, that's where the money's at. People always make assumptions that local guys or regional guys don't make no money. You know, a lot of guys probably don't, because a lot of guys can't be counted on, man. Especially newer guys coming in. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to be away from the house for a couple days. You know, they can't be counted on. So of course they probably ain't making money. Um, they probably aren't making money, and it is what it is, man. It's all about how you carry yourself, man. You know, like I was on Ryder Singh yesterday. He said, "Ask me a question." I said, "What do you define as success or being successful?" People always have this misconception that money makes you successful. Money don't make you successful, man. You know what I mean? Money doesn't make you successful all the time. I could be poor as hell, have my family with me. As long as they're happy, I'm successful, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm successful, man. Having a good character, being able to be somebody that somebody counts on, man, that's being successful, man. A dollar amount doesn't prove nothing. A dollar amount doesn't make you doesn't define your success. Uh, as long as you're making enough money to where you're happy and your family's happy, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. Uh, that's why OTR guys don't make it as well. Don't make it as right, exactly. Food, clothing, shelter, and happiness, successful. Exactly, Johnny, and that's what I'm saying. If I can wake up, man, and I can see my kids have a smile on their face every single day, bro, I'm good, man. It's a success, local soft drink and beer delivery also looks pretty bad. Hey, like I said, Lance, I did that for a long time, man. I did a food delivery, man. I worked in the food service for 9 years, man, and running up and down ramps, running dollies all day long. 15, 16 stops, and it's backbreaking work, man. It definitely is. But if you can make it, see, the problem is too many people make it too hard on themselves. 100%. You know what I mean? People make it too hard on themselves. If you know how to run and run smart and deliver that food smart and make it easy on yourself, the game is it's easy. You just gotta know how to do it. You gotta find your rhythm. You gotta find how you do it the fastest and the most efficient. TRC, what's going on? When my kids were small, I ran a truck local in the summer. Be home. I did fine last week. Beach call. Right, exactly. Running smart, 100%. This is school food delivery, but you make decent money. Yeah, man. I was in the food industry for a long time, man. You gotta find those. You gotta find those the lanes, man, where people are always gonna need you. Food business, like TRC and them, they're in the airplane business. You know, I hate to say it, but medical, birth and death, 100%. Somebody's always being born and somebody's always dying. Um, you know, you got to find these lanes, man. If you can find these lanes being local, you'll succeed, man. You will succeed. You just got to know what to do. Got to know how to carry yourself. Know what lanes to run. Like I said, man, it goes back. You got to figure that game out. If you're gonna run local and you want to make good money, you got to figure it out, man. It's all a game, man. It's all doing your research, man. If you can research and you talk to this guy and talk to 20 different people, get 20 different opinions, you'll figure it out. You know what I mean? You'll definitely figure it out. And that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. It's all a game. It's all a game. It's a game between numbers and stuff like that. To be happy, man, you gotta have that. You gotta have that balance between work and home, right? I like doing stuff with my kids, man. And I know when I was running sleepers and shit, like I wasn't able to be home a lot, so I wasn't able to go to my kids' school functions. I wasn't able to participate in Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I wasn't able to participate in sport events, And Christopher Edwards, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here. You gotta find that happy medium, man. You gotta find that balance. Talking about trucking and the street game are one and the same. Made to Houston 74 degrees. Ryder, why you even gotta say something like that, man? That ain't right. That ain't right, man. Shoving in my face in that. Okay, Johnny Price said, talk about how trucking and the street game are one and the same. Now, see, that's 100%. Those two things go together, like peanut butter and jelly, man. Like when I first came out here, man, to figure that game out, all numbers game, I had to figure out what hustle I had to do or uh, uh, how I had to do things to make the most amount of money and do the least amount of work, right? Because let's be honest, man, we all like to work hard, but we don't want to have to work harder than we have to, right? To make the most amount of money. Um, there's a lot of ways, man, where the way you hold the way you market yourself, right? The way you hold yourself, being a man of your word, And sometimes you do gotta stand up for yourself, man, and tell them, look, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down like that. It's been a long time coming. But you know, knowing just a certain hustle, man, the way you might have been back on when you was kicking it with the homies and shit. Smarter, not harder, exactly. Um, coming from that street life, coming from that hard life, man, anything that you get now is like a miracle. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that I came up, and I know the way that a lot of other people came up, we would have never ever seen somebody succeed like this. We would have never ever seen somebody have this kind of success, have the things that they got. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm grateful for everything that I have, man. Everything that I have. Um, because man, I would have never imagined I could have ever had any of this, man. I would have never had any of this. If I would have stayed in the life that I was in, man, I'd still be living in an apartment, or hopefully I'll be living in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I might have been in an apartment, but not by choice. The ones that got the bars on them. So man, it's all the way you carry yourself, man. Coming from the streets, knowing what kind of hustles you need to do this or that, man, that helps a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? This I'll say there's goods and bads about it, man. 100%, 100%. Because there's some things that I've used to be impervious to, man, that I brought with me, and got me in trouble, like that. But if you know how to carry yourself, man, and you was always respectful, even in the streets, man, you can demand respect without somebody knowing you're demanding respect. That's my next move in house, either in South Carolina or Texas. Hey, I'm right there with you, man. I'd love to move to South Carolina or Texas. It's too damn cold up for me here anymore, man. Chris, should be proud of yourself. Yeah, oh, definitely. I am too, Chris. 100%. I'm definitely proud of myself, man. Coming from being dirt fucking poor, man. I remember the first house we moved into, man. We lived in an apartment, then we lived in a trailer, a double wide trailer. When we first was able to move to our first house, and we this before I was in trucking, man. This when I was still working in a warehouse. Um, you know, we got our lights shut off. Finally got that up back on, you know what I'm saying? Got our water shut off. Finally got that back on, got our gas shut off. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where it's like, man, this shit ain't doing it. I ain't getting paid enough, right? That's when I got the opportunity, man. I got the opportunity to for them to pay for me to get my CDL. And man, I was skeptical for a while, I was real skeptical, like, man, I don't know, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? That's why I moved from the Northeast. Earl Sullivan, what's going on? Yeah, I'm about ready to move out of here too. I ain't lying. But you know, once it came down, I was like, man, I can actually do something with this. I can go anywhere I want to go. Uh, I pulled the trigger, man. I didn't even have to think twice about it. Uh, I talked to a bunch of truck drivers at that time, and they said it was the best decision they ever made in their life. And they went debt free. You know what I'm saying? So this concreted my decision right there. You know what I mean? And I went for it. I went out on a limb. Island Trucker, how you doing? Appreciate you. I went out on a limb, man. I jumped. I jumped with both feet. And best decision I ever made in my life, man. Best decision I ever made in my life. Shit, rent, man. NYC is crazy. A studio apartment for $1,800. That's what I pay for my mortgage right now is $1,800. I pay that right now for my mortgage, man. I'm sure it's a whole lot bigger than a studio apartment though. That's crazy, man. I don't know how they can charge those kind of prices, man. That's wild. That's crazy. No yard, concrete yard and shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, that's crazy. 1,800 for an apartment. But yeah, man. You know, trucking trucking is an addiction, man. It's a good addiction though, man. You make money while you're out here. and you're always looking to level up. This is another thing I'll talk about. Dirty Broke. I can't even say your name, man. There's another thing I talked to Dirty Broke the trucker about. Trucker Sherm, what's going on, man? How you doing? Um, is that what was I talking about? Guy I was talking about. What was I just saying? Oh, you always got to keep your options open, right? You always got to look for the next opportunity, man. Um, like I was at Sofos for 11 years. I started in a warehouse. I started truck driving for them. It took me over a year just to leave that spot. I was making good money, and one bedroom, 2,200, two bedrooms, 2,500. That's ridiculous. That's why I got my Connecticut, Texas, with 13,000 a year. Moved to Florida. Never will go back. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Florida too, man. I've been to Florida one time. I loved it. But you always gotta keep your options open, man. That's one thing about having a CDL. You can go anywhere. Anywhere. Celos, what's going on? 800, not even a door, man. Right. Um, having a CDL, man, you can literally go to any company, man. As long as you got the experience. I can't even say even if you had the experience, man, because I've heard stories where the company wants 2 years of experience, and just the way the person held themselves, they got hired in. You know what I mean? So I mean that goes right back to a character, man, having a good character. But you always have to keep your options open, man. Somebody always needs somebody with a Class A CDO, man. No matter if you got endorsements or not. There's always an opportunity out there for you, man. You always got to keep that door open. Always got to keep that door open. It took me a year, man. It took me a year to leave Sofos, man. But once I talked to some of the drivers from over there, and they said they basically do nothing but drive and use an electric paddle jet, boom, I was out the door. You know what I'm saying? I was out the door. And, like I said, man, that Sofos was a good place to work, man. It was. But it's definitely a young man's game. You know what I mean? Running up and down a ramp all day long. I never left out of the warehouse with less than 34, 35, 36,000 pounds. And that was all floor load. And I unloaded every single box by myself. Um, you know, Going from that to what I'm doing now, look, it's 1,000 times easier. 1,000 times easier. It's more about who you know than what you know. Exactly. Um, but I always left on good terms, man, because you never know what happens. You know what I mean? You never know what happens, man. Trucking can provide you a lot of things, man. It really can. It's all about having a good character, man. Um, there's a great business to be in. There's a great business to be in. It can get you a long way, man. It'll keep you out of trouble. As long as you are through your party years, you know what I'm saying? Uh, and stuff like that. Because I had to grow up fast, man. I was out of the house at 15. Couch surfing and shit. And I had to grow up fast, man. You know what I mean? And I did all my partying back then, man. So once I hit my mid 20s, I was good, man. I didn't have to party no more. You know what I'm saying? Um, but man, I mean, in trucking, man, you can move anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the country, man, you can find a job. As long as you maintain that CDL, man, we're smarter now, or that shit break you down. Oh yeah, man. Food service will break you down, man. I got a buddy that's still over at Sofos, but all he does is he runs sleepers, man. He runs basically all week and he comes home on the weekends. Um he runs out to Texas. So he'll run down to Texas and then he'll grab 2 or 3 backhauls on the way back up. You know what I mean? Big Rig Radio, what's going on, man? How you doing? You can make good money if you run it right, and you always have a roof over your head. Exactly. Exactly. What's going on, Jeff? I appreciate you coming in here, man. I do. Um, you can go anywhere in this country, man, and as long as you have a CDL and you carry yourself and you have a good character, man, and people can depend on you, you'll have a job, 100%. You gotta know, but like I said, man, you gotta know how to carry yourself. You gotta be able to be one that somebody depends on. You gotta do things that others won't. Um, you gotta be willing to go to other places that people won't go. And that's just the only way that I know how to be, at least. I understand. My first year, I'm not gonna make a lot, but be patient. But I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what, Apollo, man. Like I've seen what a lot of companies are paying newer guys now, and I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a lot more than when I started. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than when I started. And I mean, even new guys, man, even new guys can make good money coming out, 100%. Great attitude. Before you know the first year, you will be over. Hey, that year flies, man. Your first year will fly. Especially if you're passionate about it. You know what I mean? And this is something that you really want to do. Because I'm telling you, man, you after like you'll be excited at first, but and you'll get in those slumps, man, where you're like, man, I just want to go home. I want to get out of this truck. You know what I mean? But you'll get to the point, man, to where it's like you get home and you want to get back in that truck. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep running. I get like that now, man, and I'm home almost every night. You know what I mean? I remember 19 a mile. Yeah, yeah, that's about what it was when I started, man. That's about what it was when I started. 42, that's good. Hell yeah, 42 cents a mile is real good. That's a lot more than what most people are making now. That's been there for a year or two. You know what I mean? It's all about character, man. If you carry yourself, man, and you don't tell your dispatchers no, you don't want to go there or this and that, you'll be treated good, man. You will be treated good. Wife has been calling me to come home. I've been out for 4 weeks already. Yeah, man, that's the only hard thing about first coming into the game is they keep you out there. They let you get your experience 100%. Um, and that's going to be the hardest part. That's definitely going to be the hardest part. Um, but I know when I started, man, you know what I mean. My wife sure didn't. She didn't complain about the paychecks. I'll say that. 60 cents per mile is killing it. Hell yeah, 60 cents per mile is really killing it for a company guy. That's the hard part, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely the hard part, man. Being out, that first year, man, being out, they're gonna see what you're made of. They will definitely see what you're made of. Um, that's not a bad thing, you get that first year knocked out, man. You can go. I usually tell guys to stay for at least 2 years, get your experience, but I know times are changing, and that's one thing that a lot of people realize, man, that times are changing, and at least if you get a year, man, you can almost count on going anywhere. Um, but like I said, man, if the company's treating you good, man, don't go nowhere because a lot of places don't. A lot of places could give a shit. It's nice when you get into a company where people actually care. And that's what I feel about with the place that I'm at now. It's like they give a damn about the driver. Any problems that I have or anything like that, I call and it's been cleared up quick. Like I said, the week before I went on vacation, they called me and asked me if I come in. I said, yeah. At the same time, they shorted me on my check. I went in there and explained, what happened and blah, blah, blah. And within 2 days, 2 business days or whatever, that money was in my bank. Um, right now, I'm just looking out, counting blessings, being thankful. Yeah, absolutely. Good video. Have a great day. Hey, I appreciate you coming in here, Jeff, man. Be careful, man. Have a good day, man. Grass not always greener on the other side. 100%. Grass definitely ain't always greener on the other side. Starting at 53 cents, 2,200, 2,500 miles. American Weekend starter pay. That's a whatever company that is, man. That's a good starter company. 100%. 100%. If they're hiring guys right out of school, man, that's a damn good thing. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're liking it, Apollo, man. It gets in your blood, man. It's something that you'll do for a long time if you're passionate about it, man. It's something you'll do for a long time, and it gets easier, man. Every day that goes by, every week, every month, every year that goes by, man, it gets 100% easier. Um, once your family starts to accept it and stuff like it gets way easier, man. Way easier. You know what I mean? And once you guys get into that routine, you get into that mindset, man. It'll be the happiest you ever been in your life, man. You know what I mean? I'm just driving and listening. You dropping some truth, brother. I appreciate that recap. Appreciate that. I try, man. I try. Um, I've always been the guy that uh, I can't take the information with me, man. I can't take the information with me. Plus, I've had people that gave it to me. And he knows what he's talking about. I'm talking to him a lot on the phone. Yeah, man, I talk to Dirty Broke a lot on the phone in the mornings, man. It's like one of the only guys that's up when I'm running. I'll tell you what, That guy's a wealth of knowledge. I don't care what he says. Being an apprentice, I know this guy's jumping companies, chasing money is miserable. Exactly, man. I've always been one to stick it out with companies, man. Even though it gets bad, man, and a lot of the times it's because drivers get short, right? They get short on drivers, man, so it puts a strain on everybody else. But if you can gut that out, man, more often than not, they take care of you. You know what I mean? They take care of you. Um, I've always been one to stick with companies. But I've also been the one that says that the money looks funny, man, bounce. You know what I mean? If something ain't looking right, that's why it goes back to always have your options open. Always have your options open. Time to get my fucking ass up. Hey, at work, man. Hey, be careful, man. Have a good day, man. 5:30 in the morning there. You should have been up already. Nah, I'm playing. We just got flatbed on reefer. We don't. Um, but it goes back, man. It goes back to always keep your options open. But I mean, if you're making that starting out, man, you shouldn't have no problems, man. For real, you shouldn't have no problems. That's a damn good starting out wage. That's a damn good starting out wage. Compared to a lot of companies not paying nothing, you're in a decent spot, man. You're in a decent spot. There's Tanker Division. 2S Schneider. Yeah, Schneider has Tanker. Yep. We see them up here all the time. All the time. Um, I was talking to Dirty Broke about fuel hauling, man, because we got a tank farm right here, and then we got a refinery right down the road past that. And I've been doing a little research. There's a bunny rabbit out there. I did containers with Schneider. Did with container driving. Um, but man, that's one thing everybody has to understand, man. You gotta keep your options open. You have to. Uh, you never know what's gonna happen, man. You never know how a company's gonna. Because man, it takes one person. It takes one person in that office to either transfer jobs or change positions or whatever, and shit just don't work out. And that's kind of what happened to me. You know what I mean? That's kind of what happened to me. And you know, things didn't go down the way that I was used to. So I had to express to them that I appreciated them helping get my CDL. I appreciated that they helped me get a lot that what I had. But it was time to go. It was time to go. I'm soaking in all the info coming in. Got all my endorsements. I wanted to start. Hey, there you go, man. I will tell you one thing, Apollo. I had my hazmat for a while, but if you're not utilizing it, me and Dirty Broke was talking about this the other day. If you're not utilizing that hazmat, man, just hold off on it. Because I had mine for like 3 or 4 years, and I was paying every year. I was renewing it, basically for nothing. I was basically throwing money away because I wasn't utilizing my hazmat endorsement. I tell the new guys, if they offered you a sign-on bonus, don't go with it. Don't offer it. Yeah, but I will say one thing, Christopher. My company had a $12,000 sign-on bonus, and I've seen all 12,000 of it. So I mean, like you said, though, man, do your research. Um, my company is significantly smaller than most, even though we're all over the U.S. But I don't see a lot of their trucks. Where I'm at, man, I do a lot of line haul, and I think there's only like 12 to 15 of us out of our location, because our main location or our main terminal is up in Massachusetts, I believe. So, but definitely do your research. I do understand what you're saying. A lot of good companies don't offer a sign-on bonus. Mine did, and I've seen it all. So, I mean, it all depends, man. It all depends on that company. Uh, Fuel hauling pays well, but can be tough between inpatient cars and gas stations. Spills and cross drops. Just gotta focus on paying attention. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You always gotta be observant, man. Always gotta be observant. There's a lot of dumb people out there, man. They don't understand it, you know. A lot of dumb people out there that don't understand how 18 wheelers move. But you always gotta be observant. You always gotta be observant. What's going on with everybody else today? Where's everybody at? I'm in Oregon, Ohio. Where's everybody else at? Hell, I was just over by I pulled in that Pilot, even though I don't like Pilot, I hate Pilot. I pulled in that Pilot over there by O'Hare Airport where you guys was at the other day at TRC. Home in Connecticut. Bayonne, New Jersey. San Antonio. Man, 75 degrees sounds damn good right now. Sounds damn good right now. Florida. Everywhere else where I want to be. Except for New Jersey. Okay, I'll get you something in a second. Okay. Joplin, Missouri. Only started with van to get experience in Louisiana, going to Texas. When I'm hauling hazmat, getting 64 cents a mile. Yeah, there you go. Hazmat 64 cents a mile. Stay out of the Pilot. Yeah, I know. I know. I looked for all the loves around there, man. There wasn't not one around there. I'm like, are you serious? I only went in there a pistol. I didn't buy nothing. I told you I won't shop there, man. I won't shop there. I told you that. I went in there, I pissed, and I got gone. Yeah, I won't support them, man. I won't buy shit either. I won't do it. I will use their bathroom if that's the only place. I was just gonna I was gonna piss in the parking lot over there where I was going, but it's a medical place and they got hella cameras everywhere. But yeah, I talk to Dirty Broke all the time, man. I told him that's the only place I'll go. I only go to Love's. That's the only spot I will go that I will purchase anything. That's the only place that I will go. They got the best rewards program. They got better customer service, in my own opinion. I've never had a problem there. It just seems like the people at Love's the people at Pilot don't enjoy their job. I don't know why. But Brooksville, Florida, chilling in the pool, 85. Man, 85. Man, I was gonna leave my pool open this winter because we got a gas heater. I should have left it open. My damn gas bill probably would have been outrageous. So it probably would have ran. It probably would have ran 100% of the time. Honestly, it doesn't. It doesn't use a whole lot of gas though, which is surprising. Because we ran it for 1 month straight just to see what the numbers will be. And it only added like an extra 50 to 60 bucks on the bill, which wasn't bad, but you gotta think it wasn't really cold at the time either. Gas bill was, oh yeah, gas bill would have been crazy. But like I said, we ran it for a whole month and it only added about 50 to 60 bucks, but you know, it was around 40 degrees, you know, like that, 40, maybe low 50s. So of course the heater would shut off periodically because the water would get warm, right? Now I could just imagine at 20s to 30 degrees, it'll probably run, it'll probably run 100% of the time. It'll probably jack my bill up quite a bit. Running through Kansas City on my way to Oklahoma City, and 2 weeks paid vacation. There you go, man. 2 weeks paid vacation. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got to schedule my next one coming up. We're going to the Smoky Mountains, and then we're gonna go to Myrtle Beach. We're going to Myrtle Beach. They got me on very strategic. Little goals, very little hours. I'm working. It's gonna be a decent paycheck. Be able to get to Detroit. Mind flying in for a visit. Yeah, man. We was talking about it. You're gonna have to 1 second. The hell? What's going on, man? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever questions you got, man, let me know and I'll answer. Company guy. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a live right now, man. Yeah. No, I ain't got you on speaker though. I'm on YouTube right now, man. Yeah.